1967 was a year America would never forget. The Vietnam War dominated the headlines. Protests filled the bridge streets, and the nation was changing before everyone's eyes. But despite the turmoil and uncertainty, the radio was filled with songs that would stand the test of time. In fact, 1967 became one of the greatest years in music history, producing countless classics that helped define an entire generation.
Penny Lane, there is a barber showing photographs.
Tonight, let's travel back in time and revisit 10 unforgettable hits from 1967. How many of these timeless songs do you still remember? Before we begin, tell us in the comments which one brings back the most memories. And don't forget to subscribe for more journeys through the golden age of music.
Be sure to wear some flowers in your hair.
Number 10, San Francisco, Be Sure to Wear Flowers in Your Hair, Scott McKenzie. It's hard to believe that a song lasting less than 3 minutes could inspire thousands of people to pack their bags and travel across America. But that's exactly what happened in 1967. At a time when the country felt divided and uncertain, San Francisco arrived with a completely different message. The song was originally written to help promote a music festival, yet listeners heard something much bigger.
You're gonna meet some gentle people.
They heard an invitation, a chance to be part of a movement built on peace, music, and hope. As Scott McKenzie sang about wearing flowers in your hair, San Francisco transformed from a city into a symbol. Young people came from all over the country, believing they might find a better world there. For one unforgettable summer, that dream felt real. And few songs have ever captured the spirit of a moment quite like this one.
Time will be a loving day. Listen, baby, ain't no mountain high.
Number 9, Ain't No Mountain High Enough, Marvin Gaye and Tammy Terrell. Some songs become hits because of a great melody. Others succeed because of clever lyrics. But Ain't No Mountain High Enough became unforgettable because of the connection between the two voices singing it. When Marvin Gaye and Tammy Terrell recorded the song in 1967, they created something that felt completely genuine. From the very first line, it sounds less like a performance and more like two people making a promise to each other.
If you need me, call me, no matter where you are.
Oh, baby, there ain't no mountain high enough.
Every verse builds that feeling stronger until the chorus explodes with confidence and hope. Audiences immediately connected with it. The message was simple but powerful. No distance, no obstacle, and no challenge could keep people apart. Decades later, the song still feels just as uplifting as it did the first time listeners heard it. That kind of timeless magic is incredibly rare.
Ain't no valley low, ain't no river wide enough, baby. They're on the double, just sing for me, oh baby.
One pill makes you larger.
Number 8, White Rabbit, Jefferson Airplane. Most hit songs of 1967 sounded familiar. White Rabbit sounded like it came from another world. Inspired by Alice in Wonderland, the song began quietly, almost like a bedtime story. But with every verse, the tension grew. The drums became heavier, the music became darker, and Grace Slick's voice pulled listeners deeper into a strange and mysterious journey.
One pill makes you small. Go ask Alice.
Radio stations weren't quite sure what to make of it. Parents often disliked it. Young listeners couldn't get enough. By the time the song reached its explosive ending, it felt less like a pop record and more like an experience. Few songs captured the psychedelic spirit of 1967 as powerfully as White Rabbit, and even today, it still sounds unlike anything else on the radio.
And if you go chasing rabbits, don't you want somebody to love?
Number 7, Somebody to Love, Jefferson Airplane. Before becoming one of rock's biggest anthems, Somebody to Love started with a simple question. What happens when you're surrounded by people yet still feel completely alone?
Don't you need somebody to love?
That feeling sits at the heart of the song. Grace Slick doesn't sing the lyrics gently, she demands answers. Every line carries urgency, frustration, and longing. As the music builds, the song becomes impossible to ignore. It wasn't just another love song, it was about the universal fear of isolation.
Would you love somebody to love?
In a decade often remembered for peace and togetherness, Somebody to Love reminded listeners that loneliness still existed beneath the surface. That emotional honesty helped turn the song into one of the defining records of 1967.
When the truth is found to be
So happy together.
Number 6. Happy Together, The Turtles. The funny thing about Happy Together is that several artists rejected it before the Turtles recorded it. They simply didn't hear what was hiding inside the song. But once the Turtles got hold of it, everything changed.
Imagine me and you, I do. I think about you day and night.
The track opens with a dream that almost feels impossible. A guy imagining what life would be like with the person he loves. Then comes the chorus. Bright, joyful, and instantly unforgettable. Audiences couldn't resist it. The song became so popular that it knocked the Beatles out of the #1 spot on the charts. More than half a century later, hearing those opening notes still feels like stepping into a perfect summer afternoon where everything finally goes right.
How is the weather?
Number 5. Brown-Eyed Girl Van Morrison. Sometimes the simplest memories become the most powerful. That's the magic behind Brown-Eyed Girl. Van Morrison wasn't telling an epic story, he was remembering moments. Laughing in the grass, running through the fields. Young love that seemed like it would last forever. What made the song special was its honesty. Almost everyone could see a piece of their own past inside it. Yet there's also a quiet sadness hidden beneath the cheerful melody. The song isn't really about the present, it's about looking back, about realizing how quickly time moves. That bittersweet feeling helped transform a simple love song into one of the most beloved records ever made. Number 4. Penny Lane, The Beatles. Long before social media turned ordinary places into famous landmarks, the Beatles made an entire generation curious about a small street in Liverpool. Penny Lane wasn't built around a dramatic story. Instead, it painted a series of everyday scenes.
Penny Lane, there is a barber showing photographs.
A barber, a banker, familiar faces going about their lives, yet somehow those simple details felt magical. Paul McCartney transformed childhood memories into something millions of people could relate to.
The banker never wears a Mac in the pouring rain.
The song reminded listeners that extraordinary stories often hide inside ordinary places. Decades later, tourists still visit Penny Lane hoping to experience a little piece of the world that inspired one of the Beatles' most cherished songs.
All the people that come and go.
Number 3. Light My Fire, The Doors. When Light My Fire first appeared, it didn't sound like a typical radio hit. It was longer, darker, more daring, and at the center of it all stood Jim Morrison, whose mysterious stage presence fascinated audiences. The song slowly built tension before exploding into one of the most recognizable choruses of the decade. Then came something almost unheard of for a hit single, a lengthy instrumental section that pushed the boundaries of rock music. Many industry executives thought it was too unconventional to succeed. They were wrong. The song became a cultural phenomenon and helped turn the Doors into one of the most talked about bands in America. Number 2, Respect Aretha Franklin. Originally recorded by a male singer, Respect became something entirely different when Aretha Franklin stepped into the studio. She didn't just perform the song, she transformed it. Every note carried confidence, strength, and determination. The famous spelling of the word became more than a catchy hook. It became a statement. Audiences immediately understood that this wasn't just another hit record. It represented something bigger. At a time when America was experiencing enormous social change, Aretha's voice captured the mood of millions. The song topped the charts, won awards, and became one of the most influential recordings ever made. More than 50 years later, its message remains just as powerful. Number 1. All You Need Is Love, the Beatles. In the summer of 1967, millions of people around the world witnessed something that had never happened before: a live international television broadcast connecting countries across the globe. For that historic moment, the Beatles were asked to perform a brand new song. The pressure couldn't have been higher, yet they responded with a message so simple that anyone could understand it: all you need is love. As the performance unfolded, people from different nations, cultures, and backgrounds heard the same words at the same time. It became far more than a hit record. It became a symbol of hope during a turbulent era. And for those who lived through 1967, hearing that chorus still brings back memories of a moment when the world felt connected in a way it never had before. What a remarkable year for music. Even as America faced some of its most challenging times, these songs brought people together and created memories that have lasted for generations. Now we'd love to hear from you. Which of these 1967 hits was your favorite, and which one instantly took you back in time? Let us know in the comments below. If you enjoyed this trip back to the golden age of music, please give this video a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, and join us for more unforgettable songs from the 1950s, 60s, and 70s. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next countdown.